EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Two and a throw right away. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion, Hill. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua steps away to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Tua now on first down. Forced out to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He is going to find Hill here. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Now after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. On 1st and 10, Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno, rolling to his left. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Play action. It's Smith. Out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Here we go on 4th. Smith. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa being chased out left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I had my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Geno. Deep ball for Goodwin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 67 yards. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And there, a post route started out right, caught in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get two guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the 31, Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Geno on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the run, Smith going to throw.
He'll find Eskridge here complete.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, it's Smith. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Smith on 1st down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup of 38.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and then connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. In motion, Hill. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and 1, Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. On 4th down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25.